Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BASF at K2016, and especially welcome to our very first live talk here today. You all know that we have a series of live talks with a lot of external experts this year. Today, I'm very, very happy that Dr. Joseph Laux from Magna is here with us. He's Director for Business Development and Advanced Engineering for Lightweight Composites, and also Rob Hutchings, our Key Account Manager for Magna. And we're going to talk about a very exciting car and an even more exciting component of that car. Joe, maybe you can tell us a little more about, you call it GOR, yeah?
Yes. So that's just the abbreviation for a grille opening reinforcement. So we're speaking front end of the car. As you can look at the part in the car, you can see the structural aspects of this. And the most important thing, and why we're going to get into this in detail now, was the fact that this is a racing car with very little package space, so it cost us a lot of stress to develop the part based on a really small topological package.
And it's also, I guess it's also a very prestigious car for Ford.
Sir.
Yeah, the Mustang Shelby GT. So what was your first thought when Ford approached you at Magna and said, okay, can we do this part better together?
The first second you're elated, the second you're scared, and the third second you get your telephone out and call your partners.
And that partner was BASF.
You're right.
At that time.
We had no time whatsoever to work on any kind of advanced development. We had to hit the ground running on this project.
Okay. Hit the ground running is basically, Rob, that's your key now. So how did you feel? I mean, we've been in a partnership with Magna for quite some time. Was this special in any way?
It was absolutely special. It was very great to get the opportunity to work with Magna on this project. We started work on this project about 5 years. We worked as a team to develop the product. There's really two key enablers that we identified in the work that we did with Magna. One is using our Ultimate A3 WC4, which is a 20% carbon fiber filled PA66. This was key because it provided lightweight as well as the structure that we needed. The second key enabler that I think Joe will talk a bit into is the resistant implant welding. This is a process patented by Magna, and what it allowed us to do is when we molded this part in two halves to weld it together to give a box structure, to give the optimized strength. So in total, we were able to achieve a 24-25% weight savings over the existing metal plastic hybrid part.
Exactly 4.5 pounds. So why don't we grab it, Rob, and we can use the property here to explain. So as my colleague Rob Hutchings just mentioned, one of the real innovators here was this box section we did with resistive implant welding. So this section is welded. And then the other one was we were able to remove another part, so we reduced the number of parts by removing the so-called beauty cover. And in this case, the Ford Motor Company SVT division decided to let the customer know this is carbon fiber. So they proudly put in a label here on it to say carbon fiber composite.
That's awesome. So, Rob, you mentioned that also the simulation competencies of BASF were very important in that stage. Can you describe how that process goes?
Absolutely. The way we developed this is there's a three-step process. We started off with a topological optimization, then we did a structural optimization, and then we finished the structural optimization. We looked at rib design, we looked at package space, we looked at materials and material thickness. And then the final step was doing a ultrasim to ensure that we achieve the properties necessary for the application. And what ultrasim is a technology software that BASF developed to look at structural analysis, and it's enabled us to get between 90 to 95% accuracy on our structural analysis. Yeah.
I can imagine this is also attractive for you, I guess. Huh? I mean, normally you would have to build more prototypes or do more expensive testing. Is that?
It's absolutely true. So these kind of enabling technologies brought by our suppliers are very important, as you mentioned, to reduce maybe the number of parts, but also reduce the number of guesswork involved here. And when you can get a confidence level of 90 to 95% by just doing the CAE work here, that gives you the confidence to go into actually building the part.
I read that also the part that was used before in the previous model of the Mustang Shelby GT was also kind of a lightweight one already. But there was still another improvement with this one. So how difficult is it to go one step further every time?
Yeah, that's part of walking into the industry of automobile building. We're constantly under pressure from our customers and also the consumers to reduce weight, reduce fuel emissions, CO2. So the challenges are something that we expect and we deal with. But alone, in such a short time frame with such a complicated part, it's not possible without having strong suppliers such as BASF. So,
Rob, maybe if we step a little away from the actual part now and talk a little more about the cooperation between BASF and Magna. So how do you cooperate? How do you innovate together?
So we work with Magna quite closely. We've been working with them for a number of years. My role at BASF is a key account manager for Magna in North America. And what I do is I lead a team of people from all the business units across BASF that have sales or sales opportunities into Magna. We meet on a monthly basis to understand the opportunities and move forward with Magna. Yeah.
So Rob is your one-stop shop.
Yeah, Rob he's the real driving engine behind our relationship with BASF globally. So obviously we're busy, everybody's agendas are full these days, but Rob always ensures to make sure that we meet person to person, which is important. And second of all, organizes then the dialogue and the work that we need to do to make things like this come to fruition.
Yeah. So the way the account team worked on this application was we had really three different groups. We had BASF, which was led by Tushar Patel in Wyandotte. We had the plant, the Plasco plant, which was led by Lawrence Vannon, the engineering manager at Plasco, which is a division of Magna Exteriors. And then at the Troy office, we had the corporate guys, which was led by Gary Shelty. So three teams worked together to develop the part.
And one good part. So we talked about, Joe, about always going one step further. So what's the next step? 2017 Mustang Shelby GT or?
No, so what the next step is obviously we've done something here really unique. In a short amount of time, managed to get a fantastic part in a small package space. And the package is not getting any smaller or lighter. So obviously with the enabler using short carbon fiber reinforced high temperature thermoplastics, we've set a stake in the ground for further implementation and exploitation of this technology.
I need to ask you that one more question. You as a real a car guy, I would assume, yeah? Somebody who's deeply interested into cars. What do you say about this one here?
Where are the keys?
That was
no, it's fantastic. So just looking at it, it's a really nice looking car, but also looks like it'd have a lot of fun to go on our racetrack. And the color is actually quite nice, so impressive.
Okay, this goes out to our colleagues at BASF Coating, so it's also BASF
awesome
paint here.
Very good.
Rob, for you at BASF, what's from your point of view, the next steps in your cooperation with Magna, or what's also the next steps in further developing these kind of highly sophisticated lightweight components?
Yeah, we're working with Magna Exteriors as well as the other Magna divisions. There's a number of projects that are ongoing, which I really can't get into the details of, but the key area of focus for us with Magna Exteriors is composite development, and their key applications they're working on is lift gates, GORs or front-end modules, and active aero, active grills. So those are the three areas we're in development with them.
Still the to-do list is still full.
It's full, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. That was a fantastic kickoff to our live talk session here. Thank you for your contribution and your insight. Pleasure to have you with me here. Yeah. And now I think we're going to take a ride in that one, huh?
Rob, thanks again.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks for coming.
Richard.
Thanks,
appreciate
Joe.
it.
Thanks, Richard. That's good. Yeah.